Bad weather and waking up early are really not the best way to start your holidays, but there's nothing we can do. I'll just let the BX warm up and we should be good for 1300 kilometers in 8 days.
Is terrible and we are in the motorway, as you've seen. I didn't want to use the motorway, but we have to drop the dog very early in the morning, so yeah, there was no other option. It's 40 kilometers more to go and we're out. We're finally on roads more suitable for this car. This engine is struggling and our rears are struggling too. Some of you are probably used to motorways that are just driving on a straight for miles on end without really any kind of incline, but this is not the case, at least in this region of Portugal. You go downhill and uphill a lot, you have a lot of corners, it's almost like a mountain road but at high speed. Most cars with smaller engines and not as much bhp struggle a bit. And this one probably has left some of its ponies along the way. A word for these tires. I have Nankangs at the front. I don't think they are very good and they are quite narrow. They are 165 70 I think, R14. And when the road is kind of wet and there is some wind, it shows. You have to do some corrections on the steering, but nothing major. I don't think we're gonna crash because of that, I hope. Most modern diesel engines do this without a problem, even the less powerful ones. It's a bit more difficult for this one. That's it. We're done.
Time to get out of the motorway. And with the dog taken care of, we're entering the city now.
parking spot and have breakfast.
Looking good, apart from the knackered wheel. And the seals have lost their coating too. Anyway, we still have a lot of miles to do.
Speeds for the wiper. Amazing, but I don't feel unsafe doing this. It's a car that it doesn't feel like it's gonna bite you at any time. And there isn't a lot of power, but it's enough to have some fun. There really is no one here, because everybody chooses to go on the motorway, the A4. But they missed this. Very nice road. Yeah, forgot to close the door. Let's go back though. The weather is getting much nicer. It stopped raining, but we are getting hungry, which is alright because it's almost lunchtime and we are arriving in Guimarães. So we'll arrive there, park near the castle, take a look at the things nearby and grab something to eat. The fuel gauge is too close to zero. We've only done 300 kilometers. I don't know, I'm curious. Anything over 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers, I don't think that's acceptable, but we'll see.
Good news and bad news. The tank is getting empty, but the weather is getting nice.
That's promising.
And off we go to check another sightseeing location near Braga.
Thanks. This is not as high as Monte Bom Jesus, but the view to the city is still pretty cool. I don't think you can see anything, but never mind. And I'm not sure why I'm going this way, but it is a good time to check in, drop our luggage, and go drink something fresh.
And that's it for today. We've done nearly 200 kilometers. Everything is going fine and we're sleeping in Braga. Thank you for watching and see you in part 2.